Hi, it's late, but I'm here. Um, gonna start doing some video blog entries. Got some projects happening. I want to be able to kind of test it out on you guys. Um, really quickly, I'll be doing these late at night in case I say anything stupid. I can delete it before the next morning. Um, yeah, I'm just working through how this pacing goes, learning everything I can about this social media culture and where, you know, technology makes the human connection, right? Things are changing very quickly. It's not going to be like it used to at all. We're having it's a brand new world. And I'm just kind of enjoying learning about it and navigating it. Um, Diaries is not going to be about politics. It's not going to be about um, anything like exploring controversial topics if I can help it at all. Because if you know me, I don't really keep my mouth shut about too much. But I don't want it to turn into anything that's. This is more to be intimate for me and my kids. This is about doing video journal blogging for a memoir that I'm going to leave for them. And I want to be able to kind of talk about my lessons learned in life and tell them funny stories of stuff that happened. When I was a kid growing up, we used to have big family parties. And I mean, there was, I don't know, like 34 cousins and like 8 aunts and uncles. And it was just a crazy time. We didn't need to invite anybody else. We were the party. But they would stay up talking all night. And like 1, 2 in the morning, and they would just be laughing all the time, laughing in stories. And so that was something that my kids didn't get to grow up with because all the kids and cousins moved away. They, had their own families. They started over. And that's great. That's awesome. That's what you're supposed to do. But they just want to try to like preserve some of that. As you know, my mom kind of passed away in 2017, and there was so much that didn't get said, and that, I know that she wanted to share with my girls, but they were just too young at the time. So I'm kind of in the position now to start doing that for them. It's also kind of a chance for me to reflect, I guess. And maybe talk about things I regret, and issue the long-awaited apologies. I want to be able to publicly commit to some goals. For example, the memoir itself, the title is supposed to be Amber Waves of Brain. So I think that was kind of fun. Something I want to been noodling about for many, many months, a couple years actually, if I'm being honest. And that's another thing too, is keeping it real, right? Like, not about being fake, as you can see. Like, this is just me. You can see my wonderful mole on my nose. You can see I'm tired. There's no special lighting. It's just me. And that's how it's supposed to be. I wish I had more pictures of my mom. I wish I had more, just things from her. But there wasn't much. I mean, she didn't really need much. She was very neat and special person. And so kind of want to keep it, what you'd only say things you'd say in front of your mother. Luckily, right? My mom was pretty cool, so I could say anything. Also, too, I'm going to cover stuff like, jewelry and fashion, because, I've started the jewelry business. And for those of you that are just joining, hi, see ya. But, the coronavirus thing, I think that was a pretty good theme. I'm a little bit of a, diva myself. I tell my kids I am the one who must be obeyed. So, it's going to be fun. I like movies. I like pondering the universe, right? Like, there's so many kind of different things. You guys have seen a lot of my, home projects, my DIY stuff, right? So kind of maybe do 1 or 2 of those how did I do it type of videos. So, they're going to be late night, like I said, here in the loft. Just me and you. Pretty much, there's going to be something for everybody, right? If you're into that. And then as you can, it's hopefully the children who are supposed to be in bed right now keep popping in and out of their bedrooms. So I'm trying to get them to just let me do my thing, but they might be part of this too. So if they pop on from time to time, just don't worry about it. They'll make you laugh. That's what they do. What? Okay, well, do it. All right. Good night. Love you. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. This is one of the things I need to point out is I will always have this on my head so that as you're scrolling through your video feed, you can tell that this is a Corona diary. This is an Amber, brain dump. This is not about selling jewelry or doing anything else. I've got to keep those two things separate, okay? If you want to pop in comments or ask questions, definitely, jump on in, do what you need to do. The kids will kind of enjoy that too. Let's see, what else did I make anything else? Pretty much, I don't know. I think that this has been a long time coming. 2020 is the year to make all the changes. Let's cheers to that, right? This is just pineapple juice, by the way. I'm watching a lot of, we are watching a generation pass. We're watching a complete era disappear. And in many ways, that's good because that's how growth happens. It's how we all move forward. But also, this is like, I think it's time to kind of wake up and see, kind of absorb the new stuff, right? Some of us people, that are over 40, I was so excited when I joined that club, by the way. And I'll try not to be a bag of cats, very unorganized, but I want to be able to hit all the things. But I was very excited to be 40 because it was like, oh, finally, I get to be, to me, that was being an adult. Still trying to figure it out in my 30s, and that's fine. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of digging it. But I'm looking back and saying, wow, there's so many contextualized things that my kids don't get. One of the rules in our house is that we require them to appreciate all music, not just the current stuff, the poppy, So they listen to everything from, Motown and disco. Like, I'm not even kidding. So ask whether there's a Michael Jackson song on, they know who it is, right? So we're just trying to slowly induct them, and help them appreciate all layers of society and culture and how it started. I mean, it sounds goofy, but when I was young, I was not allowed to listen to secular music at all. So when I went to work at the college district, I was like, 16, 17, 18. I was very fortunate. I didn't have to work fast food or retail. I was very, very thankful I had an office job, right? But I got in with some chicks that like to go do the bar scene, right? And so I'm like this little teenager, right? And they caught me up on the 80s and the 90s music, right? And that's cool. It gave me, I remember my aunts and uncles and cousins, so they had a fun time. But when Purple Rain, the movie, came out, I was told to leave the room, right? So at some point, I have a lot of good memories, and I can help relay some of that to them. And we're working on movies now. But I'm not stopping at the mid-century. I'm also Citizen Kane, It's a Wonderful Life, all of the good black and whites that they need to know. So I've told them there will be a quiz. They're they're not totally, they're like, eh, but I think it's good for them. My parents had us do it, and it's good stuff. It gives them a new wrinkle in their brain, right? Past that, I'm excited. They're very, very proud of my kids, and I hope they know that. They're getting bigger, and they're, thank God nobody's in diapers. Oh my God. Anyways, we're past that. I don't have to look back at that, but, very proud of them. They're doing really well, and, it's different trying to be with them at home all the time, because I haven't been home for the last 5 years. I've been working, and now every single day, mom. So that's something to get used to. We're working through it. I'm referee, I'm coach, and now I'm school teacher, right? Sophia's pretty self-sufficient. I'm very thankful for that, but it's like any kind of online learning experience. You have to be very self-motivated and self-directed. I'm very fortunate. She's got a good handle on that, but man, I'm being in the 6th, 7th grade, you don't want to do something. Yeah, I did it. So how's mom going to check, right? With Mia, it's more just, ants in the pants, can't sit down. It's very difficult for her to make that transition from the computer to doing work in front of her, like, tactily. So we're working on that. It's all about cognition and development, and I'm so thankful that I know a lot of this stuff, because I'm wondering about other parents that don't know where to start, right? So hopefully that's another thing I can try to share what I know, right? Some of our experiences, things that help them to learn. Everybody's got different pace that they learn too, where Sophia's very gifted and advanced. She's good, she's strong, but she needs a little bit extra context to connect the dots, right? And that's cool. That's what this time of life is all about for learning. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. I'll work on being more prepared, not rambling, but just wanted to check in and get into that rhythm, and hope you can appreciate it. So I'm gonna go to bed because I spent yesterday very hungover, or today. That was today. By accident. Went to dinner with some friends. I was just trying to get my money's worth out of the margarita pitcher that we bought. And it had just too many. So I'm on pineapple juice and Gatorade today, working it off. We're not doing that again. It was not glamorous. It was not pretty. But anyways, I'm going to sign off here, and I hope you guys have a good evening, and we'll see you in the morning.